She lost her way, although she stays, she's never yours. She doesn't breathe, she doesn't leave when she's with you. She scratches red and cuts too deep, there's nothing left to do. The world inside she sees is all in black, trapped inside a ball. The world inside she sees is always gray, trapped inside a ball. The world inside where light never comes in, trapped inside a ball. Just then again, trying to get closer to you. You always go back to the place of black and blue.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Come on in. This is the Cassidy The Cardslinger show here on My Psychic Connection, and I am so excited to be here with everyone. Do come in. Do say hello. Let me know where you're from. We love seeing where our listeners are tuning in from. We are all around the world, guys. If you are interested in getting a reading tonight, all you have to do is post your specific question into the chat. So what is the specific question? You need to ask me what it is that you want to know. I am not offering general readings here tonight, but if you're interested in one of those, head on over to www.mypsychicconnection.com and you can connect with the reader of your choice with 3 minutes free as soon as you get connected. So I do need those specific questions, and do make sure we are taking our legal and medical questions to the correct professionals. And if you are looking for a mediumship question, do check out our other wonderful shows that we have Monday through Friday, with the exception of my show, or you can head on over to the website as well, and they will connect you with your loved ones over on the other side. So what else have we got going on, guys? We are streaming on over 196 different platforms all around the world. So if you are listening to me somewhere where you can't ask a question because I'm on the radio, head on over to YouTube, type in My Psychic Connection. You'll see our logo with the blue tree and the circle, the silver circle that is around it. And you can head on over to the live video. You will see that I'm live because the little corner will say live with the little red square, and you can type your specific question into the chat, and I will get to as many folks as I possibly can tonight. If you are interested in jumping the line, because we are just rocking here with questions already, you can go on over to www.journeyryanlive.com/donations. We also have that link available in the chat here. If you would like to donate, a couple of great things happen. First of all, you jump the line and I jump right to your question. So you will jump the line with all of the donations, and the mega reading even jumps the donation line. So if you're interested in getting a reading up to 5 minutes long, that will be the quick reading. We also have the mini and the mega, and both minis and megas are not timed. The mini is for 1 question and the mega is for up to 4. So if you really want me to sink my teeth into your questions, darling, the donation link will be available for you. Otherwise, I will be going through the list and getting to as many folks as I can with those 2-minute free readings. We have got a couple of wonderful games going on here tonight as well. We've got the emoji contest. Yes, so if you have been around and you know how this one works, the emoji contest will be on tonight. Whoever sends the most emojis throughout the show will win a general reading with me later on, and that's the only one I will do on the show. So let's see those beautiful emojis. We've also got the lightning round coming up. We're going to have the Cardslinger call out as well. So start thinking of situations that you could use that little bit of boost from. There's all kinds of good stuff going on here tonight, guys, and I'm really excited to see who we have. So who do we have here tonight? Let's take a look at our wonderful audience and let me know where you're from. Mariana is here saying hi. Hello, my dear. Welcome, welcome. Firefly Magic. Hi, Cassidy. Hello, my dear. Lovely to see you. This is so fun. The crew is here tonight. Jean is here saying Cassidy the Cardslinger, and Journey Ryan. Hello, loves. Hello, Jean. I hope you're doing well. Miss Collins. Hello, my dear. Hi, Cassidy with the green heart. Mariana's here from Montreal, Canada. Right on. Okay, excellent. Diamond is tuning in from Cincinnati, Ohio, I believe. We've got Lighthouse Dreamer here from Pittsburgh. Check this out, guys. We are just lighting up this global map. Ava Rose is here, says, hi, Cassidy. I'm in Phoenix. Welcome. Tuning in from Phoenix. Retro Urban Rainbow is tuning in from Chicago. Guys, so great. Let's take a look at all of this. Lexi's tuning in from Melbourne, Australia, saying, yay, Cassidy. Hello, my darlings. Do let me know if you are here. If you haven't said hi, say hello. Let me know where you're from. We are gearing up for one heck of a show here tonight. Libby is here saying hi. Hello, my dear. This is so great. This is so fun. We got the whole crew here tonight. All right. I cannot wait to get going. I've actually got a shorter collection here tonight, trying to pare down to just what I need. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks available here to answer all of your wonderful questions tonight. So I cannot wait to see who we've got to start off our list this evening. Who have we got first? And we are pulling those questions up. We have got Firefly. Hello, my dear. let me grab a little deck here. Firefly says, me and Scorpio are attracted to each other, but a lot of women desire and vie for his attention, which he enjoys. Already seeing jealousy from our manager that I didn't expect when I didn't even try flirting. Okay. And she says, I want to be very careful of them. Say nothing to him and keep a very low profile. What would he think and feel if he knew what these women could be like towards me? All right, my dear, good question. Let's take a look at what I can see going on here. So, all right, the first thing I need to bring forward for you, my dear, it doesn't feel like the grasp you have on the situation is entirely true. I do feel that he has a very flirtatious personality, and it doesn't mean that he's interested in all of these other people or that he's wanting to entertain other women in this way, but he's just a very bubbly, flirtatious, energetic, exciting person. I'm not picking up on anything here from the manager's side of things. And I know you're saying these other women have been flirtatious with him, and you're wanting to know the jealousy that you're picking. I'm having a hard time tapping into that though, my dear. I don't feel as though this individual is someone who gets jealous in that way, because he's not even seeing, this as being problematic. And I also think that from the manager, I've got the card of integration reverse, which is showing me a situation that is not being perceived or seen entirely correctly. So it feels like the relationship with the manager, there's some aspect of professionalism and friendliness that is going on there, where it doesn't feel like there's an actual threat. There's not an actual threat on my table here, my dear. She said, Firefly Magic says, no one knows about us. Absolutely. And I don't think that that's a problem either. It doesn't feel like there's anybody else that is catching this person's eye at this time. I've got the card of celebration here, where it's like, yeah, it's fun to talk to other people, and I'm just a very, bubbly, communicative person, and I will say hi to whoever, but I'm not seeing anything you need to worry about in this connection. And I don't feel like this person is even going to be perceptive to the idea that if someone is acting jealously towards you, it's just not computing. They're not even really picking up on that. So that's what I've got for you there, my dear. I hope that was helpful for you. It was a very interesting situation. And this is one of the reasons why reading can be so helpful, is to see are we actually seeing the situation correctly? Do we have all the facts that we need? Are our facts straight? Is our understanding complete? Or are we missing some information where we may be jumping to conclusions, or we may be creating a scenario that's not there? We all do it. Let's try not to do it. It's just something to really think about, and where readings can really shine. If we are seeing a situation correctly and we have all the information we need, or maybe we don't. And that's where we can jump in to help you folks. So do come on in. I can see we've got some more wonderful faces here tonight. Jace is tuning in. Good morning from Australia. Good morning, Jace. Minnie is here from Oregon. Yes, Kelly is here saying hello. Hello, my darling. Lovely to see you. Agent Smith is here saying evening. Good evening, my dear. This is so wonderful. Do tune in. Do say hello. And if you guys are around, whether you're watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, could you do me a real quick favor and like this video? If you want to subscribe to our channel as well, you'll also get to see all of the other beautiful shows that we've got. And do share me out, right? If you know someone who maybe needs to be told off a little bit, or someone who needs some guidance, needs some information, needs a little bit of help, just send them my video. I'm going to be live with everyone for the next 52 minutes. So, we've got plenty of time to jump in for everyone's questions. Firefly is saying, thank you, Cassidy. You are so very welcome, my darling. But yes, this is just so, Agent Smith is saying, I have officially subscribed, new subscriber. Welcome, my dear. It's so lovely to have you here. And if you'd like to get on that list, go ahead and type those specific questions into the chat. All right, we are off to a great start. Let's see who we've got next on our list. Folks, we are here with our first donation of the evening. Thank you so very much. It's the beautiful Emma Rose for a quick reading. And everybody, another wonderful thing that happens with donations is a portion of every donation this month is going to support the Shriners Children's Hospital. And they offers help and care to folks regardless of their ability to pay for the treatments that their family needs. So we're very, very happy to be able to partner with them this month. So thank you so much, Emma, for your donation. It supports the show and it also supports the Shriners Children's Hospital. Emma, my darling. All right. Emma says, hi, Cassidy. Hi, girl. I would love to know what are some positive ways I can romanticize my life to make my life more peaceful, soft, and at ease, because my soul is definitely craving the soft feminine life. Ooh, I like this question. This is such a beautiful question, my dear. So let's take a look at what we've got for you. How you can make your life more peaceful, soft, at ease, craving that more feminine aspect of things. Okay, my dear. So what I want to say, I just want to jump right to the chase, my dear. What we need first here is an internal renovation before we need any sort of external type renovations. What I don't want you to do is look up feminine, pretty, squishy living, which is a beautiful thing, and then feeling like you need to buy pillows and skincare. And what I want you to avoid, and just say the real wrong way to go about this, is feeling like you need to just spend a bunch of money, buy a bunch of things, and you'll be able to then start living this more authentic feminine way of living. So jumping off of that, where I'm saying it's an internal thing, I've got the card of patience reverse and experience reverse, as well as the card of harmony. So what this is really showing me here, my dear, is nothing needs to change in order for you to start doing this right away. If you do want to buy a couple of things, I don't mind the idea of that, because it does feel like one thing that you really could benefit from is just a feeling of being more comfortable. So, and you probably don't need to buy anything. There's probably things you have in your wardrobe. But for starters, wearing clothing that makes you feel good, that complements your body, however you feel comfortable wearing, however you feel comfortable stepping out into the world, but that's also comfortable to wear. She says, sure, makes sense, with a smiley face. So, jeans that are too tight, something that is gouging into you and is leaving a line when you wear it all day. What we want to get away from is things that are just constrictive or things that are really uncomfortable in your life. And then just slowing things down, right? The feminine way is considerably more passive in a beautiful way. It is, and I don't have time to go all the way into this one, but it's a more receptive and a gentler energy. She says, I have plenty of sweatpants and soft tops, LOL. So loving the idea of comfort, but we also need to couple it with a way of feeling good about yourself with this card of completion here. So if you feel like $1 million stepping out in your sweatpants, then you entirely do you. But it feels like another aspect of renovation for embracing a more feminine way. I've got the card of guilt here in reverse, is we need to get rid of some things that makes you feel like you're caught in living a way that's just always striving, always pushing, never giving yourself time to rest. It feels like starting with your schedule, starting with how you are being kind to your mind, I want to say as well. Spending more time in meditation, things of that sort, where you're just tuning more into your body. That first card of patience here, it is really about being present, about being so much more within yourself. Trying to not force things or just create all the time in a way that feels very masculine and very rushed. So some of the things you can do, I really want you to focus on, is doing something that makes you feel beautiful and connected. Trying to be more present in the moment as you're doing things. If you are washing mushrooms, all you are doing in that moment is washing mushrooms. If you are cooking, if you are cleaning, just be really present in what it is that you're doing, because it feels like this perpetual need to fix yourself, fix something, change something, create something. It's all just been too much pressure. So we need to get this mental pressure up off of yourself, because it's unfortunately coming from the patterns that we have, that you have had going on in your head for a while. She says, yes, I see where you're coming from. So know that you can start this tonight. I've actually got the card here of transformation to top this up. This is a way for you to reacquaint yourself with a feminine side of you that was suppressed for one reason or another. And it doesn't require anything external from you. It just will be a lot more diving back into yourself, being more gentle, being more soft, being more accepting, being, just finding the power in your own femininity when it has been so either repressed or suppressed by yourself. What seems to be a bit of a survival mechanism here, my dear. So just know this is part of your healing, your recovery, your transformational process, because it also feels like it's considerably more aligned with who you want to be and how you want to step out into the world. So make yourself feel good, make yourself feel comfortable, work internally on anything that's holding you back within yourself, my dear. So start that mental, spiritual, inward renovation and allow it to flow from you, as opposed to change my environment. She says, yes, absolutely, with a smiley face. And she says, thank you lots. You are so very welcome, my dear. And thank you so very much for your donation. It supports the show. It's supporting the Shriners Children's Hospital. And it gives me time to really sink my teeth into your question. That's so much nicer for me, because those 2 minutes just go by so fast. And it's very hard to stop a lot of the times when there's so much information coming forward with those 2-minute readings. But you bring up a really good point, and I just want to bring this forward, where we do often live, we find ourselves kind of living in a space where we feel like we can solve our problems with stuff, with things. And anybody who has experienced that emptiness of stuff, feeling like, oh, if I buy this one thing, or if I change this thing up, and then you get that thing, or you get that promotion, or you complete that project, and then there's it's a feeling of emptiness and a sinking feeling that you can get. And this is not all the time, right? If you are saving up for something and it is a goal, and you buy it and you achieve something and it is very fulfilling, that is great, and that's what we are looking for. But I think a lot of us are really wrapped up in, and perhaps this is the media we are consuming or whatever. It's easy to get wrapped up in the idea of, I can buy this thing and I can put myself in this environment and therefore I will change. It's not often the case, and that's very rarely the case. Anything that you can do, it doesn't cost you a dime, but tuning back into yourself, diving deep, meditating, grabbing your own cards and doing readings, do readings for yourself. I think everybody should have a deck of cards. Oh, we could go all up into that. But nevertheless, don't buy things you don't need just to try and fix a problem. There's a thing, it always makes me laugh, where it's like, money can't buy happiness, but it's easier to cry in a Lamborghini.
This message has been brought to you by Cassidy the Cardslinger. Do what she says, or else. No, I was kidding.
We'll be coming up with the call out here soon, folks. So if you are, keep those ideas in mind. If you want me to call you out on your behavior, I will do that lovingly. And Flora is here from Boston. Hi, Flora. Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. This is so nice, folks. I can see we've got some new people tuning in. And if you would like a reading tonight, go ahead and type those specific questions into the chat, and I will get to as many folks as possible. If you want to jump that line, the donation link will be available as well for either a longer reading or I'll get your question guaranteed before the end of the show. Amos is crying a Lamborghini. I've unfortunately not yet had the opportunity to cry in a Lamborghini, but if you have one, you could maybe turn on, pick a sad movie, just sitting there. I don't know, maybe it would make it better, maybe it would make it worse. Who knows? I haven't been able to collect the data on that one yet, folks, but you'll be the first to know. All right, enough of all this beautiful, beautiful chitter chatter. Who have we got next? Jean is here. Hello, my darling Jean. Jean says, may I ask what the purpose was of my connection with Virgo? Ooh, that's a good question, my dear. What is the purpose of your connection with Virgo? Let's take a look at this, my dear. That is a nice, juicy question. I love me a good, juicy question. So, purpose of that connection. Okay. Oh, okay. This particular Virgo seems to be something that caused a lot of trauma, heartache, sadness, feelings of loss. First card I have down here is sorrow, where it's a weird thing to say, oh, the purpose of me being with this person was to experience the range and depth of negative emotion. But that is coming forward as one of the things that came out of this. Then I have the card of traveling here, as well as the card of intensity. So what it feels like, and I will say this, and I hope I get a quick chance to expand on it, is like it feels as though this connection really sharpened your edge. It sharpened your your desire and your ability to go for the things that you want, to not second guess yourself as much. It feels like now coming out of this connection, there's no longer any sort of desire or a desire to go the wrong way, but you're less inclined to, I would say, go towards the wrong person, to miss certain red flags. I have the card of traveling and intensity, where it's like it leveled up your senses in a way that it's very unfortunate how bad things had to get, and how, you know, that depth of negative emotion that was experienced from this connection. But I also have the card of experiencing that's come up in reverse. So what I'm seeing largely surrounding what the point of this was, is it called forward parts of your personality that weren't activated before you were in that connection with this person. I'm so sorry, my dear. That 2-minute bell. I do hope that was helpful. But thank you very much for your question and for being here tonight, my dear. It is so lovely to see you. And folks, that emoji contest is still going in full force. And my goodness, it looks like close race going here already. So if you want to win that general reading a little later on in the show, let's see those beautiful emojis. Okay, folks, we are here. We are at this time of the night. It is the card slinger call out. So how this one works is I need a situation from you, something that is happening for you, something that is going on in your life that you would like me to lovingly call you out on. So I don't want anyone to be afraid of this segment or to shy away from it, because it's a little bit different than just getting a reading. I'm only allowed to really say one run-on sentence in response to your call out. So what I'm going to do here is give a quick example. If you know what I'm looking for, what I'm looking for is a situation that you have that you want to be called out on. So you could say my current job, or my relationship with so-and-so, or my family dynamic. You can just let me know what the situation is. But what I'm going to start with here is a quick example. And this is going to be relevant for somebody listening, right? There's no point in doing a reading if you're just playing around here. So if you are listening to this and this resonates or hits the spot for you, there's a very good chance I'm speaking to you. So here is the call out. I have the card of hang in there. And if you are listening to me on just audio only, this is a picture of someone holding someone's ankle while they are dangling into a fire. And the top of them is completely engulfed in flames. And it is saying, hang in there. So who am I speaking to? The situation at hand is if someone is disregarding how bad a situation is, and they are saying, just hang in there, it'll get better, you know, and this maybe it will. Let's take a look what the call out is. But this is for you if someone very close to you is not recognizing the pain or struggle, pain you're in, or the struggle you are going through. So let's take a look at what we have got as the call out card here. Okay, we have got baseball goat. All right, so we have a goat holding a baseball. So that's a very commanding energy there, right? So the call out, if someone is denying the pain you are going through, realize that they are part of the problem. And by them telling you to hang in there, they are holding you into the fire and essentially your head still underwater. So walk away from the people who are not recognizing your pain and are not helping offer anything useful. That is the call out there, folks. So let's take a look. Have we got any situations going on here? Ava, my darling, is here saying applying for jobs. All right, Ava, my dear, let's see what we've got as a call out for you. My first card is, this deck is absurd, by the way. It is shark, trombone, and 3 sandwiches. Okay, that is card number 1. And card number 2, oh boy, an eagle changed to a calf. There we are. Yeah, these absurd, ridiculous. Okay, so your call out, my dear. You're limiting to yourself to what you think is all you bring to the table and is a shortened part of your resume. Zoom out, take an inventory of the skills you actually have, and apply to considerably more things than you're currently considering. That is what I've got for you there, my dear. Do not underestimate yourself. Mariana is here and saying my finances. Let's call out Mariana, my dear, for your finances, your financial situation. The first card I have for you, my dear, I have Infinite Cosmic Mess. The second card I have is one of my favorites, the Greased Priest. Okay? Your financial situation. Despite the fact that it seems to be quite disastrous right now, a very crafty way to get out of it is available to you. Look at what someone else, you need to follow by someone else's playbook who has gotten out of what you have gotten out of. Who's been through what you're going through. That is what I've got for you there, my dear. I do hope that that was helpful, and good luck to you. Let's take a look at who we have next. Emma is here. Emma is asking for a call out on her static financial situation. Let's take a look what we've got for Emma's static financial situation. Aha. First card I have is Wet Pants. So uncomfortable. Interesting from our reading earlier. And the next card I have, love this, is Half Price Hot Wings. It's not as, I'll say this, I'm supposed to keep this one short to like one run-on sentence, my dear. So your call out for your static financial situation. Understanding the limitations of what's really brought forward, and then trying to reduce your cost, trying to reduce your spending will inadvertently bring forward a better way for you to take control of your finances. And that was the call out segment, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope that that was enjoyable. If you are watching and you are enjoying the show, do go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. Do like this video and share me out far and wide. We have got shows that go on here every night of the week now, Monday through Friday. So definitely check out all of our other wonderful shows. We are keeping everybody nice and connected here on My Psychic Connection. So do make sure you are tuning into all of our wonderful content Monday through Friday. We'll even have some weekend stuff going on too. And we've also got shorts that come out every single day of the week, exclusive to our YouTube channel. So check those out on My Psychic Connection YouTube channel. All right, I am having so much fun. This is an absolute blast. Let's take a look at who we have got next. Mariana, my dear. Mariana, oh, this is good. This is going to be juicy already. Let's pick up this deck. Mariana is asking, will Christian's secrets come out soon? Ooh, one thing I love about card reading is how snoopy I get to be. Mariana, will Christian's secrets come out soon? Ooh. Some of them. I'm so glad this is not a lightning round question. Because here's the thing. I got the card of the eye, the spider, the mushroom, and the iceberg. So it feels like the depth, the complexities surrounding these secrets, it's like they can be found out in little bits and in little pieces. Card of the mushroom shows things that are able to grow in the dark in an isolated environment. And the card of the spider is, well, someone is actually crawling in there and finding these things out. But that's the thing where this iceberg is showing up. Christian's secrets are multi-layered and quite well hidden. But an iceberg is certainly not subtle. So will they come out? With my first card being the eye, it feels like it will, but my final card for timing I've got is the shovel here. So unless someone is really looking into this, is digging for the answers that they seek, because it is fairly complex and it's, to Christian's credit, a fairly well-crafted and well-hidden lie, well-hidden secret, I should say, but it does seem to be rooted in just lying. It does feel as though it will come out, but how it comes out is slowly and in pieces and by different people having different parts of the puzzle to pull it all together. So it's not subtle. It will be noticed. It will come out, but your question about it being soon, I don't think it will be not as fast as perhaps it needs to come to light, because it does feel like once these secrets are released, many people will be impacted, influenced, and oh my goodness, I have the card of the comet. This is in certain ways catastrophic. Once this information comes out, it will come out just slowly, bit by bit, to different people who are looking in the right direction because it's so well hidden. That is what I've got for you there, my dear. I hope that was helpful. That was a wonderful, juicy question. Let's keep these juicy questions coming out here tonight, guys. This is a whole lot of fun. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. And that emoji contest is just flying in the chat. If you are just joining us and you're wondering why people are sharing all of these beautiful and lovely emojis, we have the emoji contest going on. So if you send the most emojis before the end of the show, you'll win the only general reading that I offer. Mariana says thanks. You are so welcome, my dear. I hope that helps. All right, we are having a wonderful time here tonight, folks. I hope that your week is going well. Definitely check out tomorrow night, guys. Jeremy Ryan Live back at 10 p.m. Eastern. So do check out his show. He is exceptional. And if you are looking for that mediumship reading, he will be your guy. He will be your next opportunity tomorrow, Friday evening. All right, let's see who we've got next on our lovely list. Okay, folks, here is the lightning round. Now, if you are just tuning in and you're wondering how this one works, this is the yes or no lightning round game. So I am going to answer rapid fire as quickly as I can all of your yes/no questions. There is no limit to how many questions you can ask. So if you can type in 300 questions and I can get through them, I will answer those for you. My limitation is all I can ask, all I can answer. I can't ask anything. Well, I can, but after the show. All I can answer is yes, no, or undetermined. I can't say anything else. You will see the look on my face at how difficult that may be. So I'm going to go ahead and get to shuffling here. Let's see all of those questions, and you can keep them going right until that bell goes off. Kelly is starting us off strong. Kelly says, do you see things moving in a positive direction for me? Undetermined. Mariana says, will I find happiness soon? Ooh. Undetermined. More there. Florence says, will I meet someone this year? Yes. Emma Rose says, should I continue to keep most of my life secret from my mother? Ooh. Yeah. Yes. 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 Firefly says, will it be a good decision to work in this potential new team being considered? Yes. Ava says, should I go to Seattle for vacation? Undetermined. Ooh, that's interesting. AA says, will I meet someone new soon? No. Mariana says, will my sister stay at JE? Oh, yes. That one's tricky. Allison says, will my vehicle last for another 3 months? Yes. Hope mine will too. Mariana says, will my sister stay at her job? Yes. Firefly is saying, will I be happier staying in the current department? Undetermined. That's a good question. Allison says, will I get a job in the next 3 months? Yes. Flora says, will I retire next year? Yes. AA says, is CJ back in business? Yes. Keep these juicy questions coming. Ava says, does David have a girlfriend? Does David have a girlfriend? No. Emma says, will my parents' dog rip apart my mom's couch soon? Yes. That's how hard I got with that. Holy, yes. Firefly says, does V fancy Scorpio? No. Allison, will my son contact me this year? Undetermined. This is for S, my dear, says, will my skin disease be cured permanently? And my dear, make sure you take your questions to a medical professional, but yes. Ava says, do I travel to Chicago this month? Ava, going to Chicago this month? Undetermined. Ooh, that was fun. That was a whole lot of fun. Thank you all for playing the lightning round. That is Always so good, such a good time. And if you want more information on any of the questions that you had asked, you can go ahead and retype your specific question into the chat. Hopefully I can get to it. Otherwise, the donation link will be available if you want me to jump right to your question. And it also gives me a bit more time to dive right into whatever it is you are wanting to know. That is so much fun. That is so hard to do. I was using a different deck tonight for that than I typically do. And there's so much more there. Diamond says, dang. I hear you. All right, folks, we have got a wonderful show cruising right along. Let's see who we've got next. Jace is here. Jace says, will I ever get control of my anxiety? Oh, my dear, let's take a look at what we've got for you there. The part is certainly going out to you, but let's see what we can see in the cards here. You ever get control of your anxiety? Will you on the path that you're on? You need to change your course of action, my dear, because it really feels that your anxiety, my first card being the Emperor reverse, it's really holding you back from doing things that you want to do, from showing up how you want to show up, from being your full self, from going after certain goals. It feels like you're an incredibly motivated person with honestly a lot of potential, but that is just, your anxiety is really chipping away at what has been possible for you and what you're able to show up and do. I have the card of the Hierophant here, where if you have not started seeking some sort of additional help, some sort of additional counsel for getting help with your anxiety, I really feel that you could benefit from it. But I don't want this to be either not face-to-face. I don't want you to be too passive about this. It would either require a one-on-one type session or a small group type thing where some sort of professional that specializes in the type of anxiety that you are dealing with, I really feel like can help you. But don't just take advice, because what I'm seeing here, like I said, your current path, just taking little bits of advice from people who don't understand your specific situation, that is not going to get a handle on your anxiety for the long term. But it does honestly feel like you can change that around by getting the right support system in place, by finding someone who really understands what you're experiencing, what you're going through, how your anxiety really manifests for you, and what problems you are directly facing because of what your anxiety is causing for you. So seek out a professional who can help. Don't take advice. That is what I've got for you there, my dear. I do hope that was helpful for you, and thank you very much for your question. Anybody who's going through that, you know, I hope everyone can seek out and get the help that they need, because certainly there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Even in readings, right? When this is one of the things I love about this being an online or a show here where many people are listening to many different readings, where sometimes something that I say is perfect for your situation and exactly what you need to hear, a piece of advice that you can pick up and use in your situation. But it's always best to get direct one-on-one advice, guidance, help from a reader, from a doctor, from a professional of some sort, because your unique situation is not going to be a one-size-fits-all type of deal. So do make sure you are you're always getting the right help that you need, because sometimes if we apply the wrong advice, it can just prolong a path that we don't want to be on. So there's my little nugget for the moment here, my dears. But if you are just tuning in, because I can see we've got some lovely new faces here, do let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hello, let me know where you are at, and let me know what your specific question is, and I will get to as many folks as I can tonight. All right, who have we got next? I'm excited to jump into my next reading. Libby is here. Libby says, why is this certain person trying to keep me from being successful at my job? What do I need to do about it? Ooh, that's a great question as well, Libby. Let's take a look at what's going on. What's this certain person's problem, and why? Okay, why are they doing this? Keep it from your job, and what do you need to do about it? That is a heck of a good specific question. So, what is their problem? Let's take a look here. Oh, interesting. And what do they need? What can you do about it? I want to jump to what you can do about it. I really don't want you to sink to their level. Any sort of little weird backhanded games, gossipy stuff, just make sure that you are not, I'm going to say that again, sinking to their level is really one thing that's coming forward quite strongly. What is their problem? What's going on there? There certainly is an element of jealousy or scarcity coming from this person, where they feel like the better you do, the less good that they can do. And it feels as though it's also stemming from their own, they really don't feel very highly of themselves. Lack of self-esteem. Perfect. So anytime that they are seeing you succeed, it's chipping away at what they realize that they don't have, what they are not bringing to the table. So on one side, it's quite personal for them, that it doesn't matter that it's necessarily you, that it's just they don't like to see success in any form, so they're undercutting that. And then it also comes back to you because it feels as though, while I don't feel that you actually are in direct competition, you're not. What you are trying to do does not impact this person's ability to succeed, but they are seeing it that way. So they're a little bit delusional in their own right. What you can do about it, yeah, first thing, don't stoop to their level, but be very heavy-handed about it, and set very clear, not so much boundaries, but make sure your communications don't allow for this BS. It feels very juvenile behavior to continue. Don't entertain this gossipy, backhanded, like the more that you allow it to concern you. I'm so sorry, my dear. I hope that was helpful for you. But thank you very much for your question. And, you know, sometimes people just do stuff to get a rise out of us, a rise out of someone. And that's not very kind, right? So if you were doing that, if you were out there being the problem, to take a look at yourself, turn inward, right? That's one of the things that I like about readings, right? It can call out other people. As I was seeing there, this person is a bit of a loose cannon. Libby is saying, thank you. You are so welcome, my dear. But then it can also call us out, right? Sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes we are why we are not progressing, why we are not getting the job that we're looking for. Trying to really sit with yourself, looking at yourself very critically, and try and be in a good mind space when you do this. Because if you're not feeling good about yourself and you're feeling down and you're trying to be self-critical, that's not particularly useful unless you can harness your feelings of shame into action, which is always a great thing. But when you find yourself in a good mind space and you're really wanting to make a change in your life, looking at yourself, what are you doing that is causing problems to continue in your life? How are you an active participant in your own stagnancy, in your own decline? Ask yourself these questions. These are the things that will get you to the next level. So, this is so much fun, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time, as much of a wonderful time as I am. This emoji contest is just popping here. I am so excited to see who the winner is, and I am not envious of the folks in the back who are needing to keep track of all of this, but we will take a look at who we have got next on our lovely list tonight. Diamond, my dear. Diamond is asking, will I lose my job? All right, my dear, let's take a look at what's going on in your job situation. And if I can see if you are, in fact, losing it. So let's take a look. What is happening with your job? Okay. Quick answer, if I was to yes, no round this, I would say no. But it does, I can see why you're asking this question, because it feels like people around you have lost their job. If you're experiencing a cuts to the department, I can see that they are, it feels like corporate higher ups are coming down on what they feel is removing unnecessary people or just really trying to pare down. And it's really changed the dynamic of your workplace, feeling very uncomfortable and very uncertain. Like, well, if that person got canned and they were, you know, had this much seniority or whatever, what chance do I have, you know? But I'm not seeing you, in fact, losing your job. It feels like what will end up happening here is that you end up taking on additional work from the changing environment that you find yourself in. So making yourself almost that much more useful by the additional projects that are being put on your plate. And the King of Swords I have here reverse, upright. It feels like you will have a meeting. You'll be called in to speak with a boss, the manager, the person who would be directly above you, to discuss your future at the company. It feels like it's happening fairly soon, but I don't see that you need to be concerned. It's not showing me that you're being fired, but I will, however, say before too long, it feels like you're interested in looking at other job opportunities, my dear. Yes, you may have a bit of a wandering eye. Diamond says yes, with a whole bunch of S's. So you're not getting fired from what I can see here. Make yourself more valuable at your workplace, but also at the same time, whether this is in the job space, if there's some side business, side hustle thing you're interested in getting off the ground, I hope that was helpful for you there, my dear. Thank you very much for your question, and thank you everyone for your trust with your questions here tonight. You know, you bring forward what is weighing on you, what's going on, what is weighing on your heart, and it's something that we certainly do not take lightly here when you are asking us to look into your situation and what's going on in your life. So thank each and every one of you who has brought forward a beautiful question for me to answer here this evening. Diamond says, love with a heart. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. There we go. Look at that. Sending you so much love as well there, my dear. All right, guys, so just a reminder, those free readings are 2 minutes long each. If you want to guarantee a reading tonight, the only way you can do that is the donation link, which is available for you there in the chat, and I can jump right to your question, and you have a little bit more time. Otherwise, we're going to just keep on rolling on this beautiful list of questions. Who have we got next? AA, hello, AA is asking, what does JP want from me? This sounds like a juicy question as well. Let's take a look at what is going on with JP. What does JP want from you? Okay. Why I'm seeing that you're asking this, my dear, is because it's very hard to read JP and what's going on with this individual. Because I have the card of the Sun, and then I have the card of the Seven of Swords reversed, as well as the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Coins reversed. So it feels like JP sometimes is quite loving, quite kind, communicative. You feel like there's some potential here. I would imagine I'm seeing this coming through as a, yes, definitely a love or relationship type context, where that's why this is very confusing, because with that card of the Sun, having thoughts or communications about like where this could go, what you're deeply interested in as individuals and as a couple, feeling like there's a lot of potential here. And then JP pulls back, is not communicating very well, probably even falls off the map a little bit. Could be as well, I would say, sharp with the tongue and saying things that feel very out of character to who they were previously. So there seems to be, I'm not going to call it a character flaw, but a fundamental character of who this person is that is causing, you know, what the heck is actually going on here? What I want to say in that regard, though, what JP wants from you, honestly, how JP is acting towards you is actually what they are wanting from you. And this is perhaps not helpful, but understand that sometimes when they are communicating with you that they want something more, that they are interested in this connection, they're telling the truth. And then they are being scared and pulling back and making, you know, backpedaling. I don't want anything too serious. And then they actually don't want something the next day. They're oh, that one is so complex. It's so complex. I hope that was helpful for you there, my dear. People are complex animals. People are very complex individuals. And this is why readings can be so useful. AA saying exactly, quite confusing. Yeah. So, and it's right, like, you know, it's typically good advice to increase your communication, right? In a situation with someone that you're wanting to know what's going on for them. If that's possible and if that's on the table, that you can, you know, speak openly and honestly with someone else. But a lot of times people, particularly if you're guarding your heart for one reason or another, are not able or willing to bring forward what they're actually wanting, what they're thinking. And if they are going through their own, oh, I'm interested in this, and then, okay, wait, now I'm really scared and my heart hurts. It's a very real feeling and a very complex feeling and a hard thing to deal with. And I think most people can relate to dealing with someone who has what I will call a hot and cold spell or a hot and cold type thing. So this is where readings, again, can be very, very useful. And at the same time, if you can, you communicate. And sometimes we can't. So if you can't, give it a bit of breathing space, perhaps. But there's always something that can be done to nurture a relationship moving forward. So that is what I've got, folks. I hope that you're having a wonderful evening. Happy Thursday, everyone. We are cruising right through the week here, and we're already 8 days into August. This is wild. We are halfway through the year. Is there anything that you're wanting to pull together before the end of this year, folks? We have got 6 months left. If there is any goals that you have, I would love to know what people are interested in achieving this year. I know sometimes September feels like that second January 1st, but if you start now, you have, well, 3 weeks, 3 weeks left, but a 3 weeks head start for whatever it is that you're looking to achieve or create or bring into your life. So get started today. What is that saying? The best time to start was 5 years ago, but the second best time to start is today. something to that effect. Anyways, who have we got next on our lovely list tonight? All right, I'm going to go ahead and call you S, my dear, is asking, will I be successful in my new business? Oh, congratulations, my dear, on starting your new business. Let's take a look. Do I see success coming forward for you in your new business? All right. Do we see success? Okay. Wow. Yes. And I'm getting into the whole lightning round, jumping right to the conclusion thing here. But I honestly do feel that you will have quite a bit of success with your business, but it's not going to look like how you expect it to look right now. The first card I have down here is the King of Wands, and it feels as though you're really quite informed on the market that you are dealing with, who your customers are going to be, what it is your product is. Your entire business model seems to be really well planned out. And I think that your launch, your initial start, hits off with quite a good bang. Then what I want you to focus on, though, is the sustainability aspect in terms of how you can continue to offer the same level of product service that your business is bringing forward. Because what I don't want to happen to you, my dear, is that the wheels fall off before you have a chance to really get this thing going. I will say you've got quite a great idea here, and your vision for bringing this forward does seem very promising. In fact, I've got the Ace of Pentacles as my outcome card here, showing that, yes, this can be very financially successful. But it feels like it goes through a number of iterations before you end up with how the business ends up looking at the point that it's successful. So what you think you're getting into now, it's going to take a bit of a left turn. Prepare yourself as best you can to be flexible with what is going to be demanded of your business and of you. It looks like it's going to squeeze a lot of your energy out of you. Buckle up, my dear. It will be worth it in the end, but you are headed for something that has a lot of potential. Therefore calling for quite a bit of work. So that is what I've got for you, my dear. Congratulations. And I hope that your business endeavors go very well. It looks quite promising there in the cards. See, this is so much fun. What is one of my favorite parts of doing these shows is all of the different sorts of questions that I get to answer. We're looking at love life. We're looking at personal development. We're looking at career, looking at family dynamics. There's so much that's going on. So it's such a good time. And S is saying, thank you so much. You are so welcome, my dear. Pedal to the metal. You have got this. And do keep me posted, right? This is the Cassidy the Cardslinger show every Thursday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So do check in and let me know how things are going. We love to follow up and see how everyone is doing, and you know, keeping up with all of the beautiful goals and things that you have set for yourself. So again, if you have any goals that you're wanting to achieve for this year, share them with me. I'd love to see the way that we're out here growing and expanding and chasing after things that we're looking for. This is wonderful to keep connected with each of you. Ava is here saying, new job, finished PhD, and a love. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, excellent. Love that. AA is saying, improve my online business. Perfect. Okay, see, I'm liking this. I'm liking these goals that we've got here. They are tangible. They are real. We know what we're going for. And, you know, if you're wanting to find that level of fulfillment, setting a goal that really means something to you and putting hard work into it, right? We're not meant to just always, as wonderful as it is, to lounge out on a beach and just relax and hang out. Just finding things that give us a sense of purpose and sense of drive and light that fire up within us. Chef's kiss. Go after that when you can find it. All right. Perusing right along here, folks. Who have we got next on our beautiful list tonight? Lighthouse is here. Lighthouse is saying, will the Aries and I, Sag, reconcile? All right, so I imagine this is the Aries. You are the Sag here. Will you two reconcile? Let's take a look at what's going on here. Do we see a reconciliation between the Aries and yourself? There is a whole lot of pain in this. Ouch. Hearts are really hurt on both sides. It feels as though both of you are, in your own way, really, doesn't necessarily feel, in some ways it feels like mourning, but it almost feels like both of you are replaying what it was that happened, where you went wrong. We've got feelings of guilt. I'm seeing sleep being impacted on both sides. everyone is thrown off their game. Everyone is having a hard time dealing with the fallout of this. So where this is at right now, I've got the Ace of Wands reversed. Lighthouse says, I'm the Sag. Thank you for clarifying that. So will you eventually reconcile? Things are in such a tumultuous state right now. I can see why you're asking this, because it feels like, how can you rebuild in some ways from what has already happened between you? And it does feel too as though some other people are involved. It feels as though there's either third party influences, people that are involved, when what we're actually talking about is the connection between the two of you. So will I see you ever reconciling? It doesn't feel that things get back entirely to the way they were. Something really has changed here in this connection, but it doesn't feel as though this is over, that the two of you won't have any further communication. It does feel as though it's quite a ways down the line and will have to be led by one of you. It doesn't, but I hope that was helpful, my dear. It's tough to progress a situation forward when there's hesitation to move on all sides. Folks, we are here with the emoji contest. My goodness, let's see who we have got. Ava Rose, congratulations. You are the winner for tonight's emoji contest. Congratulations. Wow, that was such a close race, say the folks in the back. And Ava is still here lighting up these beautiful emojis. My goodness. Wow, that was a whole lot of fun to watch, because I can see all the comments coming in. They are just lighting up on the side of my screen. So thank you everyone who played along and attempted to win here tonight. That was a very close one indeed. So I'm going to be able to grab the stick here. Ava's saying, yay, thanks. All right, my dear. So this is the only time I will offer a general read here on this show. So let's take a look at what I have got for you, Ava, my dear, and what the cards have to bring forward for your general message tonight. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. All righty. So, and I'm just going to lay a couple more here. So these ones don't have any words on them, so I don't have a statement. Okay. Wonderful. My dear, there seems to be quite a lot. Seems to be quite a lot going on for you internally and spiritually right now. I've got the two cards here of patience and conditioning that have both come up in reverse, where it feels as though you're really questioning a lot of the things that you think you know, that you have thought were important to you, breaking down the layers of what you believe makes you yourself, what has informed the way that you think, and making space for the idea, like different ideas to blossom and come forward in your life. Trying to understand better why certain things are important to you and what is almost honoring something that's outside of yourself. Where is there a goal? Is there something I've spent my life doing that I'm doing for someone else? Have I always loved doing this thing because it was expected of me in this way? I've got the card of, it's card 11 here, and it's showing these folks that are carrying someone in a coffin and something has spilled out, where it's showing that something has recently come to light for you in a way that is changing the way, it's kind of, I guess, echoing what I was saying at the beginning there, but it's changing the way that you understand yourself. I've also got this beautiful card here. It's card 52, and this is the party card, but not in a superficial, woo girls type party card type of thing. It's showing the celebration of redefining yourself and finding your next place in the world. She's saying, I lost a job, just moved out of a terrible apartment. I feel like the old was taken. A new me, this PhD is old me. It's almost done. Beautiful. Okay. So it's great that you are still continuing to finish this thing, because it would be, it would be the wrong move to jump out this far down the line. But there's so much about you that is shifting and changing. And all of these physical things that you're talking about are the earth plane, the physical manifestation of what you're experiencing, but on a deeper level, what's shifting and changing within you. I have the card of healing as well that has come up as what this is all leading to. So what this is leading to is just a better way of living, a more a much more supportive community of people. Once you have really redefined yourself, being welcomed in a new space that feels comfortable, that makes you feel confident, that you have people to celebrate genuinely the successes that you want or that you are having in your life, and it's healing parts of you that have just been feeling robotic and feeling stuck in a pattern of needing to just, having every day look the same, or having every day so far planned out where it's no longer exciting or enjoyable, or there's no wiggle room for you to expand in different ways or try different things, or even ask yourself how you're doing because you're so busy and there's so much that's going on. So, my dear, the final message I've got for you here, it says postponement. Do not give up, my dear. We've got this person who is there in black and white, and they are looking out a window at color. Keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there. And this is a delayed moment of something very beautiful coming forward for you. So keep going. You're almost done with your PhD, as you said. I see a better job coming in for you. Things are going to shift quite quickly once you have wrapped up this chapter, as it is closing. The book is closing right now, my dear. So that is what I have got for you, my darling, and I hope that was helpful for you. I'm wishing you all the very best luck moving forward, because there's new, better, exciting things. Despite the ball being dropped, what was needed was a good shake-up, my darling. So excellent, guys. I hope that you had a wonderful evening tonight. I've had an absolute blast. Ava says, yes, I was feeling blah and sad. Very robotic. Yes, Dorothy, when she goes from black and white to Technicolor. Exactly. Let's all search for that Technicolor. Thank you so much, Ava. Congratulations again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. I will be back next Thursday. This is the Cassidy The Cardslinger show here on My Psychic Connection. I'm available every Thursday night from 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But definitely check out tomorrow night. Journey Ryan Live is back on the Friday night show, and his slot is at 10 o'clock Eastern Time as well. So come and get an amazing reading with him. Send him some love. And our shows will start back up again on Monday after his show tomorrow night. Have a wonderful rest of your week and a great weekend, guys. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.